Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Jump on in and say hey. If you see the red live box at the top, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you are catching the good old replay. Let me see if I can find my live over here, but we are going to do something brand spanking new, something that I have been wanting to make for quite some time, but I just haven't done it. And I said, today is the day. So when y'all pop on, say hey and comment the word bench. Let me see if I can find my live. It's not popping up for me. There we go. Okay. I don't like that view. I look like a fish. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me switch this. There. I am going to be backwards, but you know what? It just is what it is for right now. Actually, that looks better. Hold on, y'all. We might switch it. Oh, we'll see. If it bothers y'all that we're backwards, I'll flip it around. But y'all just let me know. We're going to be backwards for right now. But if y'all want me to flip it around, I totally can. But we are going to be crafting something that's brand spanking new. Let me get this shared over into the broadcast channel. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Kathy Hicks, Kathy Weatherford, and Miss Tammy. Yes, our keyword is bench. We're going to be here for a little while. Because I'm going to show y'all how to put this brand new bench together. But I am going to get this shared over into our broadcast channel really quickly. So if you're not in our broadcast channel, make sure that you join. I send out, it's just a way for me to message you and let you know when I'm live and some other stuff that's going on. So let me share that in there. Y'all voted for this yesterday. Let me share. And there we go. Hi guys. So I put a poll up in my broadcast channel yesterday asking y'all if y'all wanted some sort of interchangeable, not if y'all wanted, which interchangeable y'all wanted, and y'all picked the new one. So that's what we're doing. Good morning. So I've already did a little painting before I came on live because we've got a lot of pieces to paint today, and I just didn't want to be on here, you know, all sinking day. Hi, LD. So I've already painted some of these slats, but this is going to be an interchangeable, so you're going to have different options. But when you comment the word bench, right, you're going to check your messenger, and there's going to be a link for this cutout. But I'm going to tell you how you can save a little bit when you bundle them, okay? So let's put everything together, and then I'll explain it all. But how's everybody's Saturday going? So there's one of the pieces. We've got lots of little pieces over here. So we're working on painting our parts to our bench first. I'm choosing to paint mine in black. You can use whatever color. You can do white. You can stain it. Whatever makes your heart happy. I like black. I think black just goes with everything. But that's up to you. And if you comment the word bench and you go check your messenger, the link to the cutouts are in there, and you get to see all the different inserts that I've already posted on the website. Yes, y'all, I've posted like 5 or 6, maybe a little bit more new inserts, so you can kind of pick which one you want to bundle if you don't want the one that I'm doing today. Okay, so I'm a messy painter. I get paint everywhere. If y'all are new here, but when y'all pop on, say hey. We are just crafting. We're hanging out. I'm at my kitchen table. I didn't feel like standing today, so, you know, making homemade strawberry jam. Yum! Okay, we're going to get this nice and dry. We are going to use some gel stain today. Oh my, it's snowing, Monica. No, ma'am. And y'all, I don't typically come live on Saturdays. I kind of like crafting with y'all on Saturday mornings. I kind of thought what I would do like on Fridays or Saturdays is some sort of interchangeable, like an insert, a new set or something like that. There's so much stuff I want to craft, just not enough time. LD, a lot of times they're on my website, but if you do live sales, I don't always get everything added, so if you need a picture, you can always send me a message. I can't include, I can't include pictures with everything that I'm cutting out. It would take me forever to get stuff out if I did that. But if there is a picture you need, you can always send me a message and I'm happy to send you an example. Okay, we're not going to clean that up yet. The mess is bothering me, but we're going to let it go. All right. Not too much. Okay, well, that's good. Does anybody have any fun Saturday plans? I am working on your live sell orders from this past week. Those are starting to ship out. And we're going to have another live sale tomorrow. So that's what I'm doing today. I am cutting and packaging up orders. That is about it. All right. Hi. Hello. Yeah, LG, just send me a message if you need a picture. I'm happy to send it. But the pictures of this one, all the pictures are already on the website for y'all. So it's there. You don't have to guess. All right, let's get this dry. We've got a couple more. Ooh, what movie are you gonna go see, Cruz? We got a couple more pieces for the bench. We'll put it together and then we'll do the insert, okay? Hi, Elaine, yard work. Miss Tammy, I need to do some. My yard is a disaster. But at least it's nice enough that you could do it. All right, let's get this dry. So I'm just using black acrylic paint. Y'all, I'm going to use a mixture of acrylic paint and chalk paint today. I'm not using any transfer or any chalk paste. I'm simply just painting and hanging out with y'all. I wanted to go live. Like I was saying when I started my live, this is a piece that I've had in my, hi Catherine Burke. I've had on my list for months to do. And I just haven't made the time. And I woke up this morning and I was like, that's what we're going to do. So I'm still in my pajamas. I'm crafting. The Last Supper, I've never heard of that. So we're going to get this cleaned up. I just like to go over the edges, wipe that up a little bit, and it's still going to keep drying a little, but I'm doing everything I can not to go ahead and clean up the mess that's on this mess because it's driving me nuts, but I have to just remember we're going to keep painting it. So Miss Cruz is going to the movies. Tammy's doing yard work. What is everybody else doing? Oh my gosh. I promise I can talk. I am just hanging out today. Probably going to stay in my pajamas all day long and work on your orders. Okay. So you can choose to paint your bench however you want to. This bench, it's quite large. Okay. I think it's like 17 inches or 14 and a half inches long, 17 inches tall. It's a large and in charge bench, but it's going to be really pretty because you'll be able to interchange it for all the different seasons. I've got quite a few inserts already. And then at the end of my live, I'll show you how to bundle it and save a couple dollars. But you have to click the right things. So, and there's 4 different styles of benches. So if you don't like the bench I choose, there's 3 others that you can choose from. Honestly, just comment the word bench and you can go check out everything. Gardening, cleaning the house. Ooh, I need to clean mine. I have a blessed rest of you too, Miss Cruz. Thank you for popping on. I appreciate it. Hi, Deb. Plus, I'm seeing some new names on here. If you're new, let us know that you're new. Comment the word bench. Hit that heart button for me. And sprinkle the video, putting the rest of my East. Ooh, fun. So this will also be available in the live sale tomorrow. The set that I'm doing will be available in the live sale tomorrow. But there's some more options on the website for you. Hi, Donna Glaze. All right, those are mostly dry. And then we've got one last piece to our bench, and then we're gonna clean all this up and we're gonna put it together, okay? Oh, I lied. We have got 2 more pieces after this. So I'm gonna paint this black. And we're just gonna go over this. So this is gonna be the top of the bench. So you definitely want this to be painted. And I need to clean out the little slots. So this is where you see the little slots in there. That's where the pieces are gonna stand up. So everything is gonna have a place on this bench. Add a little bit more. And I like painting with black, y'all, because you really only have to do 1 coat. You know? All right. Oh, I got some more right there. And if you're wondering where I'm at my kitchen table. I didn't want to stand for this because we're going to be here for a little while. And I just wanted to be comfy and relaxed. And hopefully I don't lose any pieces. And I realized there's one thing I forgot to grab, but we can grab that when we're putting the bench together. All right, let's dry. And then, oh, thank you for the stars, Deb. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Debbie Cash. How are you? Thank you for sprinkling, LD. How is everybody? I know some of y'all are popping on in and off, but welcome. Thank you so much for the stars. All right, let's get this dry. And then the fun part is going to be to put it together. But you are going to need glue to put it together. It doesn't just snap together. So this bench is a little bit different than the one that I had in my last live sale. This one has slots for interchangeables, whereas the other one didn't. The other one was more of like a tiered tray. This one is definitely an interchangeable piece. So let's get this dried. We'll clean up our mat and then we'll start putting it together. That way y'all can see everything. And I totally forgot to mention, never mind. I'll tell you all at the end how to save. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Donna. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having a relaxing Saturday morning and that you do something for you today. I've been dying to create this bench, and you know, I'm here by myself. Thomas isn't here, and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Let me spend my Saturday morning crafting a little bit. Catherine, thank you so much for the stars. I so appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. All right. Get this dry. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wipe up the edges. And you know, I got paint, I feel like, everywhere on me. Especially my hands. But we're going to wipe up the edges. And then I'm going to go through and try to wipe inside the slots. Because if the paint is built up in there, it's going to be more difficult for your slots to... for your interchangeables to fit in there. So I'm just going to kind of clean it out with another brush. And you can kind of see where the paint is built up. Like so. There we go. All right, let's hit it with the dryer one more time. And I do see some spots that I missed. I got butterfingers today, y'all. I say that when I drop stuff all the time. All right, let's get this completely dry. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to put these pieces right over here, and we're going to clean up this big old mess, okay? Because this is driving me nuts. But we're just going to use some baby wipes and get that wiped up. Hi, Pam. It feels weird being on a Saturday morning. I'm not normally on Saturdays, and I'm kind of loving it. All right, another baby wipe, because that black gets absolutely everywhere. Wiping all this paint up. This is why I love this glass mat. I have a whole nother glass mat for when I craft at my kitchen table. I love these things. Y'all always ask me where I got mine. I got mine from my first one from Michael's. And then I got I got this one from Amazon, which is, it is linked in my Amazon storefront. So you can comment the word bench and go check your messenger, and it's in there. All right, y'all, I need a trash can. Let me wipe up my hands, and then we're gonna put this stinking bench together. Bench. I'm not saying an inappropriate word. I have to be sure to say bench. All right, let me wipe up my hands, and then we are going, oh, you know what? I forgot two pieces I needed to paint. Let me do that really quickly. So you're gonna have these, you're gonna get 4 circles, right? But you only need to paint the bigger ones. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of paint, and we're gonna just paint these, but these we don't have to worry about drying. They'll be dry by the time we are ready to glue it. Okay. And those are right underneath the camera. So if I ask her where I put them, you can tell me. All right. There we go. So you're going to get a bunch of pieces. So you're going to have this piece, this piece. This is the back. Okay. And then these slats go on top. So we really don't need the backer right now. So I'm just going to leave this. Hi, Annette. We're going to leave this over here, okay, because I need to glue the sides. So these are the exact same. So these fit right in here, like so, okay? Now, let me grab my new Stick Fast glue, okay? I bought a new bottle. Let me see. Let me grab some scissors real quick. And I got the piece I was missing. So I'm gonna cut off the tip of my bottle. You wanna cut off as close to the top as possible. That way you have more control over the glue coming out, okay? So the way that we're gonna do this is it's gonna fit like this. So what I want to do is put a little bit of glue here and then line these up like so. And this is probably going to be the longest part of the whole project other than the painting, is just gluing it and letting it set. So I recommend Stick Fast glue, but you can use whatever glue you would like. I'm going to add a little bit of glue in the seam for it to stand. Yes, I know. I had to, because if I was using the other one, y'all know how much I would have to sit there and try to squeeze it out, and it would just be a pain in the butt. And we don't have time for that. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna put the glue here. Trying to scoot this over to where y'all can see what I'm doing, but I'm not doing a great job at it. Scoot this over, and we're gonna do the same thing here. And we're just gonna hold these until the glue sets up. So I'm gonna put a little glue in the seam, like so. And y'all, these bottles of Stick Fast, I mean, I craft every day and they last quite a bit. Hi, Lorna. All right, I need to quit talking. Just let it sit. So, all right, that's setting up. So then we're gonna wanna do this side as well. Right, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I use the thick. I like to use the thick, Sandy, personally. I can't take it off, but it does say thick. I've always used, I was afraid that was gonna happen. Hold on, y'all. My piece fell off. I like to use the thick though, personally. Alrighty, so then we're gonna do the same thing, but I feel like this piece needs to set up just a little. Don't use the thin. Why? You're welcome. Okay, come on. The other one set up beautifully, and this one is just giving me a run for my money. Probably because I'm over here just yapping. Hi, Michelle. Okay, trying to get comfortable, y'all. But this is where I get a little impatient. Imagine that. All right, then we're gonna do the back side too. So, you know, I'm starting to get a little peeved. You know, the other one went perfectly, and this one, not so much. I'm wondering if I add this. Okay, so then I'm gonna put glue on this piece right here. And we're just gonna glue this down. Now these will snap together. Have to do the same thing over here. Put glue down. And then snap them together. There we go. Now we're gonna just hold. It runs all over and gets all over your fingers and hands. Oh no. Okay, so definitely get the thick. So here's the base for our bench. We're gluing this together. This is probably the most, I would probably guess, the most difficult part of the bench is doing the base. And I got glue all over my hands. Yeah, I didn't know there was a difference. Not until recently. Had I known that, I would have told y'all. Okay, so there's our base. You can totally paint the inside if you want to. I probably look a lot better, but it's okay. Oh, my mom just texted me. Will it dry? No, Michelle, I don't think it'll dry quicker. I don't know, I haven't tried that, but you know, that's not a bad idea. Okay, so next you're going to glue the top onto the base, because then this, the backer, will sit right in here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take my glue, make sure it's all snapped together, nice and snug. That's not snapped together. Hold on. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna glue our base on. So I'm just gonna put glue along the edge. This is why I also got a new bottle, because this edge is very thin. And then I'm gonna stand up and just kind of center this on here. But you want to make sure, there we go. There we go. So I married up the edges back here, and I set this on top. Hi, Roberta. Good morning, Beverly. I have the thick, but I still like the tight bond better. Yeah, whatever. It's all personal preference. There's no right or wrong. Wait. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm a dodo. I messed up the file a little bit. I'll show y'all what I mean here in a second. So I had to fix the slots. I'm going to explain this to y'all. Oh my gosh, Alex Dawson. They should be going this way. So I had to fix the slots. I'm laughing at myself right now. So the backer is going to go right here. It'll make more sense when you see me put it together. I'll fix it though. So then this is going to be set up. Oh my gosh. It's going to set in here. Okay. Like so. Ah, look how cute that is. All right, let's glue. It'll make sense, y'all, when I show you the insert and we put it in there. Of course I messed it up. It'll still be fine though. It'll still look good. I'll have to remake it though. Okay, so then we're just gonna glue these slats on like so. Okay. Oh my gosh. Where did my glue go? Oh, it fell. So a little bit of glue. And then I'm gonna use, y'all are probably like, girl, what is going on? You'll see here in just a second. Line these up, and I'm just making sure that the slats are even on both sides. Hi, Debbie Hill. Y'all. Okay, that's on there. And then we'll get this last one. Y'all, I can't help but laugh. I did it opposite, but that's okay. Let this set up, and then we'll put our backer in. Okay. So here's the backer. Now you could totally sand these down if you wanted to. Let me leave it alone. All right, I'm gonna put this over here for right now so it can sit up, and then we'll start our pieces, okay? So here we go. Now here comes the fun part, is the interchangeable part. So this one is going to be like an everyday, like farmhouse home one, but you could paint this however you want to. I'm going to use a little bit of gel stain to do the back, and then we will paint each individual insert, and I'll show y'all. Hi, babe. You finally woke up? All right. We're going to just stain these. And I'm using the American Honey No Pain Gel Stain. Y'all know we love this one. And we are going to get these stained onto here. But also trying not to mess up my nails. I probably should put on gloves. Oh yes, everybody say hello to Thomas. He's here. I don't know if he's hanging out on here, but he said hello. He's at home today. I know someone's gonna ask. They usually do. He's not here. Yes, what? You finally woke up? I should probably do the brush method with this. I like that better. A little bit and stain. I really like this stain, y'all. We've used it quite a bit. It's just so easy. Oh, you're here. Okay. Well, I don't know. Sometimes you jump on and jump off. Are you going to go do your chores today? You going to go pick up those things at the lake? Like you said you were? You have to. It's the last week and you can do it. All right. We're going to stain these. And then this is actually going to hang in the front of our So this is a little banner that comes with, this is actually going to hang in the front of our little bench. All right, wipe that up. And then we're going to go in and we're going to do the little houses. So you get 3 little houses. I'm going to cover this up and we're going to paint these white. I'm going to wipe these up just a smidge because there is a little bit of glue. Okay. Good morning, Angie. A little bit of glue, so we're just going to paint these white, and I wiped them off. And y'all know with white, we need a couple of coats, so. And I probably should have grabbed my black marker so I could fix the edges, but I'll do that after. But we're going to work on each piece one at a time. So each insert comes with a banner, and then there's 3 like individual inserts that I'll show you here in a second that are going to fit inside the bench. Y'all, I cannot believe I inversed those. So you'll see what I mean. They're supposed to face the opposite way, like facing towards each other, and I made them facing not towards each other, but yours will be facing towards each other. Promise my mom I'd have to take her. Oh, okay. But that's not a New Braunfels. Whatever. You can explain to me later. Whatever. All right. Let's dry. Oh, okay. Let's dry. And we'll do another coat. Sharon, I'm at my kitchen table. Hi, Marcy. I thought, you know, we're going to be here for a little while. And sometimes standing at my craft table it hurts my lower back. And I have like a squishy mat that I can stand on. So I just wanted to just sit and craft. Hi, Donna. Just keep it simple today. Relax. Sometimes I feel like when I'm in my craft room, well, one, it's a giant disaster. And so I just feel like with all these little pieces, I could lose something. So get my orders to make sure I ordered the branch. So this one, Angie, is different. This is a different bench. You'll see it here in a second. If you didn't see it just a second ago. This one is a different bench. So the bench that I had in the live sale was more like a tiered tray. So like all the individual pieces. It's an energy drink, Miss Donna. It's called a Lonnie. So the bench that I had last week was more of an, like just for a regular tiered tray. So like all your tiered tray sets can fit on there. This one is an interchangeable. So this one has specific inserts that go with it. I know it's a little confusing. I probably should have spaced it out a little bit, but it's okay. All right, we're gonna go in with black, and we're gonna do the hearts in black. You could do them in red if you wanted to. I'm gonna do mine in black. I probably should get like a little paper plate to put all my paint into so I'm not wasting it. So we're gonna go black here, and then we're gonna do, it comes with 2 of these wreaths. I'm gonna paint them in sage, which I found a sage paint that I had. I didn't find that the other day. Oh, there's 3 of them. One more. Okay. Set those there, and then I'm gonna go in with home decor. This one is called Sage Blossom. I'm gonna shake it up, and then we will paint the little wreaths. So I'm not using any chalk paste today. We are just painting with some chalk paint and some acrylic paint. And like I've been telling you, I'm really enjoying painting with the acrylic paint lately. So it'll vary. Eventually I'll probably go back to painting with my chalk paste, but I'm just creating with things that I enjoy. Okay, getting this on here. This will definitely need another coat. So let's dry and do the next thing. I think that those white houses need another coat too. What do y'all think? Don't mind my messy hand. I've got glue all over my hand, so then the paint sticks really well to it. It's annoying. All right, getting this dry. We'll do, the blacks look good. The black parts look good. We'll glue this and we'll put it together. And then we will add it to our bench. We'll probably add this at the end. So, getting this one painted. Now the bench, like I was telling you, I have 4 different options, like 4 different styles. So the one I'm doing is the park bench. There's like a barn bench that has like a chicken coop, like chicken wire backer. There is just a plain bench, and then there is a fence, like a garden fence bench. So you pick one of the bases that you want, and then you can add any one insert bundle to it, and you do save a couple of dollars. I'll show you all at the end on the website. I have my computer right here where I can show y'all, and I can show you how to like put it in your cart. Oh no, Linda, make sure you're in the broadcast channel. If y'all aren't in the broadcast channel, make sure you join down in the pinned comment. There is a link for you to join. It's just a way for me to send you a message. It's like a group chat, but I get to send the messages when I'm doing stencils over. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm getting into, Miss Lorna, is I think I'm loving that option better than painting with my chalk paste. But it's all personal preference, you know. There's no right or wrong way to do it. All right, I'm gonna pick up this extra. I was gonna leave it there, but then I need to glue, and I didn't want that there. And I'll do the same thing with the white. But if y'all are just jumping on, say hey. We are gonna do a giveaway at the end. We'll be here for a little while. And I might give away a finished piece of some sort. I don't know. I can't decide. I've got so many that I've got to go. I've got a whole bucket in my right by my craft room of finished pieces that I need to either sell, give away, or just throw away. All right, let's glue these down. So we're just gonna center these right here. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, y'all. Cute, cute, cute. All right, we're gonna go in with our stick fast. I will after the live. Perfect. Yeah, don't forget to join that broadcast channel, because that is gonna be the best way to know when I'm live, because sometimes silly Facebook doesn't like to send out notifications. And plus, I'm not typically live on Saturdays, which I might start going live on Fridays or Saturdays and just doing some sort of interchangeable. Don't throw away. Oh, my finished pieces. Hi, Stephanie. All right, a little bit of glue here. Try not to put too much. Okay, there's that one. But I'm also thinking about doing like a finished goods sale. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I had a friend tell me to do Whatnot, which, have y'all heard of Whatnot? I take some of mine to What We Have, a free store for our community and that people cannot afford to buy signs. Oh, that's a good idea, Kathy. Thanks, Sharon. they kind of just, I finally, over in November, when I went to the Nutcracker Market in Houston with my mom, my sister-in-law, my aunt, I got one of those bracelets like that you can't take off. It has to like be soldered on. Oh, Angie, you're so sweet. Donate it. I don't know what to do. I mean, some of the pieces, like, I don't know. Thomas says I should sell them. I don't know if he's still here, but he said put them on Facebook Marketplace. But I do like that idea of donating it to people who, you know, want to decorate their homes, but can't afford, you know, the outrageous prices for home decor. Alrighty. Getting that on there. That looks good. So I'm going to let that set up and we're going to move on to our next piece. So the next piece is a little house that says gather. So we're going to paint the house white and then we're going to do the roof in black and the wording in, ooh, I need like a gray. Maybe we'll do it in black. Thomas says to sell them. See? Never heard of that. Put them on a site with a price. Yeah. Hi, Martha. From North Texas. Well, Martha, I'm in Texas too, my friend. I'm down in the San Antonio area. Sell them. I know. There's so many different options. I probably won't sell them all, but I'll sell some of them. I don't know. But Thomas is the one who got the big bucket, and he went through my craft room, started putting them in, getting them out of my way. But I probably should go ahead and sell like my Easter stuff too, so that way you'll have it in time for Easter. My plan was originally to do like a sale every month, at the end of every month. But has that happened? No. It sure hasn't. But maybe I'll just add them to the website. I don't know. All right, we're going to paint the roof in black. Hi, Tammy. Add them to my business page. I also thought about adding them like in my VIP group and like in an album. And then, you know, a lot of people do ask like, do I sell my finished pieces? And I always tell y'all, if there's something that you see that you want that I've made, you just send me a message and I'm happy to sell it to you. But maybe I put like something in my VIP group where, you know, people can always go shop. I don't know. Etsy. Yeah. The thing with Etsy, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Etsy, like to sell on Etsy personally. They take so many fees from sellers. That's why I like all my cutouts are on a personal website and not on Etsy. I just didn't like how the fees. And then to me, things would have to be more expensive. I don't know. Everybody has their own personal choice. Okay, should we paint the gather in black? I think we should do that in black. And then the greenery, obviously, in our on your live. You should put 2 or 3 on each live and let us buy them. That's kind of a good idea. Instead of like having a whole separate live for finished pieces, maybe I just pull out. Okay. I said I was going to do that too. Did I do it? No. I just need to pull something out of the bucket and just sell it, right? That might be a good idea since I'm already doing the live sale. Instead of having to do a whole separate sale, we could just add those to the live sale. And I can also put them on my website. I don't know. Just another thing for me to figure out, y'all. Probably the live sale is probably the least extra work monthly. That's what I was talking about, Stephanie, and then I had that plan to do that, and have I done it? No. I was doing it like every other Friday. Like every Friday morning, every other Friday morning for a while. And y'all bought them. Yeah, I could probably send some of them as like Happy Meal. But I think you'll like getting the little craft kits that I send as Happy Meal. Would you prefer to have a craft kit as Happy Meal or like a finished piece? I don't know. What would y'all prefer? Do it once a month? That might be, I don't know. That might be better for people who aren't crafty, but they want, you know, a piece. Do a live auction with a starting price. My thing with the auctions, y'all, is I'm always afraid that no one's gonna bid on them. You know, it's just that fear. Like, what if no one likes it? But that's okay. I just gotta do it. You know? I'll figure it out, y'all. Oh gosh, there's black in that. The first Sunday of every month. I already do my live sales on Sunday, and I don't want to, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta think about it. All right, I'm getting a little heavy-handed, and I'm building up the paint in this little crevice right here. So I'm gonna take a thin brush like this and just clean it out. Because the brush that I'm trying to get in there with is just not working. All right, now I'm using that Sage Blossom. I got way too much on my brush to do the greenery part. We're gonna dry it, and then we're gonna do another coat of this, and then another coat of the white. And then we gotta clean up these lines that are in here. Yeah, that's probably, your daughter loves the craft kits. It is, so this one is Sage Blossom. Is it gonna, it's not focusing. That one isn't Sage Blossom, it's a chalk paste. Not a chalk paste, it's a chalk paint. It's not, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm sorry. Oh, thanks, Deb. You know, it's just always that fear. Like, what if I like them, but what if other people don't like them? But, you know, that's okay. I just gotta do it. You know? Alright. I'm just checking comments. Alright, we're gonna do another coat of the white, another coat of the sage, and then we'll glue this together. Y'all, look how pretty that looks. I love that. And at the end, what I'll do, since I'm backwards right now, I'll turn my camera around. That way y'all can see like the finished bench, like how it looks and not be backwards. Because if y'all didn't know, Facebook took away the option to mirror. And I had originally started a live with my back camera. It didn't look like I was in a fishbowl. Like my head was real big. All right, a little bit more. But we are just hanging out today, chilling and crafting. I got my machine cutting. If you ordered the beehive hutch, those are cutting right now. And to cut 2 of them, y'all, it takes about an hour. So I thought that would be a good cut to do while I am crafting. Yeah, I've had this one, Linda. I just bought it for me when I craft, you know, over at my kitchen table. And I figured when my other one in my craft room goes out, I'll buy the chalk one. I had a chalk one, but the cord was way too short. They had like a 3-foot cord originally, and it was just way too short. All right, let me clean up my hands, y'all. Look at that. That's because of the glue. Oh my word. All right, we're gonna go in with the sage and do the same thing, another coat. And y'all could distress, you could sand things down to make it look a little bit more rustic and worn. You do you, make it how you want it. But like I said, I just wanted to do something. I've been wanting to do this bench for a while. I bought the files quite a long time ago, and I just never did it. Just because it, you know, it's time consuming. And I thought a Saturday would be good. I love these. Stephanie, you can still get it. There, ooh, Stephanie, for the bench, there is a bee insert, which I'll show you here in a little while. So let's get this totally dry. We'll glue everything together. And then we've got 2 more pieces. So the next one is like a little pallet sign, like that. And then the next one is a little sign that says, "Welcome to our home." Okay, Lynn, you want the hutch, Linda? Is that what you're saying? Or you want the insert? Which is it, my friend? And I know you were wanting the nominee ink. I need to look to see if I have it. I haven't had a chance to look. I didn't forget about you, though. Whoop. I got a little bit of brown on there. Let me add a little bit of white to cover that up. My fingerprints got on there. Okay. Let's try it again. And look, here's a little home. And we'll thread that through on a piece of twine, which I grabbed and now I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. I found it. I love these shoes. I think I will be looking for the bench. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you here in just a little bit how to get on and bundle it to save. Let me grab a straight pin to clean up those lines, which we'll need for the other piece here in a second. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to clean out the lines. So let me show you. It does make a difference. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but I like the way that it looks when it is done. Oh, I fudged that one up big time. Oh well, it's fine. I'll see if I can paint over it and redo it, because I'll show you. I didn't really follow the line, and it's quite obvious. Y'all see that? Whoops. Let's see if we can paint over it a little bit. Whoopsies. You might want to follow the lines on that one. Come on, Alex. Get it together. All right. Yeah. It's not completely covered up, but we'll fix it. Let me get up all that extra paint, and then we'll dry it. You gotta follow the lines for it to be a straight line. But the lines do make a difference when you clean them out. Now, y'all, you could totally do this whole process faster by sorting your items into the colors that you want to paint them, which I thought about doing, but quite honestly, I think that's how I tend to lose pieces, is when I group them. There we go. That looks better. Is when I group them, like, by the item together, I just think I'm less likely to lose the pieces. And I'm just getting paint all over me. That has happened to you, yeah. Just paint over it. Call it a day. It's your piece, so what does it matter? All right, let's glue this on. Line these up. Just paint over it and try it again. I'm gonna glue that here and then here. All right, so we're gonna glue the gather down first. And then we'll put this in the bench and I'll show y'all. I'll show you my oopsies, what I did. Exactly, Lorna. Goes with my shirt. And that's actually like when you join Chalk, if you join Chalk as a designer, if like underneath me, my team name is Perfectly Imperfect Chalkers. You have to come up with a name when you hit a certain thing. And that's what I came up with. I was doing the Spring of Blessing kit and don't know where to place the dove. Any ideas? LD, send me a message with the picture of the one that you're working on. And then I can send you a picture. Because I've had like a couple different Easter blessing stuff. So, oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Lorna. The mailman's here. So if y'all have written on a package that's been shipped but hasn't been scanned in, he's scanning them in right now. I can hear his little clicker. And he can probably hear me talking about him. All right, so there's our house. Okay. Let's pull over our bench. He's probably like, that crazy lady is in there talking to herself. Let's pull out our bench. What I am going to do is you get 4 little circles. So you get, we need to glue these here and here, I think. Yeah. So we're going to glue these down. And these are going to act as a spacer for our banner. Okay. Then we're going to glue this on top. And this is where our little home wreath banners are going to hang. Every day I laugh at myself. Yeah. How's the weather there today, Alex? 80 degrees in mid-Atlantic. It's warm. It's a kind of sunny day, but it's a nice day. It looks like it's a nice day. All right, let those set up for just a second. And while those are setting up, we're going to put our banner on. Okay, so I'm just using regular twine. You can use whatever you want. Mine says it'll be here 9 p.m., but it's because it didn't get picked up, Leona. It says it's still in San Antonio. Or you know, y'all, UPS, I want to talk to you a lot because he's right there. UPS has been a you-know-what show. I've had a lot of packages take forever to get delivered. So, I promise I'm shipping them. Almost didn't catch you. My special needs grandson needed my attention. I was disgusted. Didn't get my package from you on Thursday. See? Right there. USPS is on the struggle bus. I'm really considering, because I've had so many issues with USPS, I'm really considering moving everything over to UPS. I would have to go up a little bit in the shipping price to cover the difference because it is a little bit more expensive. But I think that we'd be less likely to have issues. So Linda's not having any issues. I know, but See, and Leona lives in Texas, so it's not hard. Like, shipping from me to her is not that big of a deal. I know, like, when I've had packages go to Louisiana, they take forever to be delivered. So I think it just depends, like, where you are in relation to who, you know, who's shipping the item, unfortunately. Okay, so here is our little banner. Yeah, I don't know. Would y'all be interested in, would you be interested in switching the shipping to UPS or leave it USPS? Okay, so we need to make these come in a little bit more. Okay. Ooh, no, that's so cute. Diane, if you comment the word bench, okay, comment the word bench and go check your messenger. The first link in the message is the link to the bench. There's 4 different styles of benches, and then there's like 5 or 6 inserts that you can pick from. All you have to do is pick one bench, one style of bench, and one insert, and you'll save a little bit of money. Tammy says to leave it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might start offering UPS as a shipping option, and it wouldn't be flat rate. You know what I mean? So if you are having issues, you can select a different shipping option, and that maybe that's the alternative I offer, is shipping USPS or UPS, but it wouldn't be flat rate. Yeah, some people get them, you know, in a timely manner, and like, I have one customer on here, like stuff that I shipped early March, she's just got yesterday, and I think it's only because I filled out a missing package form for her. Watching but can't listen. I'll have, okay, Janice. And I'm struggling to make a loop. There we go. All right, let's do it on this side, and I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. I don't know, y'all. I just want to make sure that y'all are getting your stuff, because y'all, you know, spend your hard-earned money on it, and I want you to get your stuff. I don't want it to get lost. All right. And I made that way too long. Imagine that. Hold on. We're going to start this process over. I'm not really good at making loops on the end of things. Okay. I tightened it too much. You're like, girl, what are you doing over there? I'm making a loop. I'm trying to, at least. Okay, there we go. That's still too loose, but it's okay. You've had no issues. Some people, I mean, some people, like I've been saying, like haven't had any issues, and some people have, unfortunately. Okay, just go with it for right now. I need to fix the length of it, okay? But remember, it'll tighten up and it'll be like that. See? Let me add this to the back. Okay, so just pretend like it's where it's supposed to sit, okay? Lorna, I have no clue, girlfriend. If you got a shipping notification, then it shipped. I do not know what I shipped. I don't even look at the names much anymore because I'm shipping out so many. All right, then what am I doing? Come on, get it together, Alex. Then this guy is gonna go in the middle, okay? Like so. Now, where I messed up is instead of, I'll show you here in a second. Let me keep going. So it does set up in there. Let's go to the next piece, which is the little wreath. And we're going to put all these pieces here, here, and we're going to stain. Alex, I ordered your banner with the carrots and flowers and bunnies, but I really needed one more little bunny. Could I purchase one more rabbit? If not, I guess I'll order another kit. My grandson loves one. Linda, send me a message. That shouldn't be a problem. Just send me a message, because I'll forget on here. So, but we can do that. Not a problem. All right, we're going in with our No Pain gel stain. Y'all know I love this stuff. And you can get it 30% off as a Perks member. And remember, if you sign up as a Perks member this month, you get your membership free next month. So to be a Perks member, it's $20 a month. But the little promo that they're offering in this month is sign up in March and you get April's for free. And you still get your $20 credit next month, even though you got your membership for free. Hi, Barbara. We can always place other things that we painted from you. What? What do you mean? Hi, Linda. What do you mean, Linda? All right. Getting this on here and stained. Hi, Elizabeth. Yes, you got the cutouts of the week, which those will be available in the live sale tomorrow as well. The little butterfly and ladybug we did at the beginning of the week. Y'all have loved those. So, okay. Then we're going to paint our wreath in our vintage sage blossom. Y'all, we're almost there. We've got, after this, we have one more piece to do, and then we'll be done. Oh, on the bench, yeah. You can, absolutely, Linda. You totally can. You can purchase the bench by itself, but it will come with the slots in there, just so you know. But the other bench that I had last week does not have the slots, and it is not an interchangeable. That is more of a tiered tray. And honestly, y'all, when I had that in the sale, I didn't know I was going to do this week. That wasn't intentional. All right, those are painted. Then we want our little circles. We're going to paint those in black. So you get 6 little circles with it. So we want to get these nice and painted. But you could do any color scheme. I'm just kind of doing like an everyday color scheme. There's another insert that I really want to do. It's the strawberry one. I don't know if y'all saw that one on the website. I'll show you all the different options here after we're done with this one. After we finish this, I'll show you the different inserts I have so far, and then the way to bundle and save. But I appreciate y'all being here, hanging out with me. Do me a huge favor, hit that heart button and comment the word bench. We are just having a little fun this Saturday morning, and I am getting paint everywhere. Let's dry. So we need another coat of this. Y'all know we've used this guy quite a bit, and it looks like we haven't even touched it. So I am loving that gel stain for sure. Try this. Thanks, Kathy. I've been honestly having a lot of fun crafting lately. That ladybug and the butterfly, the cutouts of the week, were so fun. I have a bunch more animals that I can show y'all. So I might include like a bee. It is massive. It is large and in charge. This one I think is 14.5 inches long or wide. It's 17 inches tall and it's about 6 inches deep. It is a large bench, but I love that it can be like a centerpiece. Oh my gosh, come on. it can be a centerpiece, like in your home, you know, put it on a table. I probably will put it behind my couch. Loves this. The ladybug. Use your insert for the backing with the holes. Oh, how awesome. Yes, on a fire, like on a mantle. Yes, ma'am. This would be pretty. And the great thing is, like, this is why I like the interchangeables, because you can purchase, obviously, the base, which is going to be your most expensive part pretty much of any interchangeable. But then you just purchase one base, and then you can purchase all your different inserts and change it out, instead of like having to buy a whole new bench every single season. That's why I'm loving the interchangeables, just because it provides a lot of options. All right, let's dry. And then we'll glue this together. And I'm going to show you how I messed up my my bench. Yours will be different. I'll show you this in 1 second. We got to make sure that's completely dry. And I'm going to wipe off the back. I was dying laughing at myself earlier because I messed it up. And y'all had probably no clue what I was laughing at. I was laughing at myself. Alrighty. So we're going to glue these on here. But before I do that, ooh, y'all, that sage and that brown look so good together. I'm trying to like make sure it's like even. All right. I'm going to use the line on here. You liked that in the mystery box. I was so shocked that those mystery boxes, y'all love those mystery boxes. I'm thinking what I'm going to do for May, because that's when the next one comes out. For that one, I might have 2 different boxes. I might have like a summer box and then like a patriotic box. And then if you get both, yay, Sharon. Then if you get both, you'll probably save a little bit. I want to use my bathroom. Yeah. You could use it however you wanted to, you know. I always tell y'all, I'm here just to kind of inspire and give you ideas. But y'all are very creative. And I love seeing what y'all come up with as well. Trying to make sure this is straight because I'm using my lines to glue. Yeah, because when I showed y'all the mystery box a couple weeks ago, it was kind of 50-50. People wanted patriotic and people wanted summer, right? And so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is offer 2 boxes, which is not something that I will normally do, just because it's the timing of it. Because if I do a patriotic box in June, it's too late, right? Because you want to get your stuff and have it created with by 4th of July. And I feel like if I do a summer box in June, then it's too late then too. I'm ready for the next. Oh, how awesome. Yay. I'm so glad y'all loved it. And I don't know, I might offer a subscription box in the future. I just want to see how the mystery boxes do for a little while before I commit to that. All right, that there. All right, so now I'm just gonna make sure. So the way that I'm gluing this on here is I'm going to glue the 2 outside ones on the line. So they're on the palette sign, there's lines. So I'm going to glue the 2 outside dots on the line. Ah, I got black on there. I'll do an autumn fall one like in July probably, if I'm being honest. Thank you for your order, whoever just placed an order. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. So I'm lining up the dots on the 2 lines, the outside lines, and then the center dot is going to be in the center. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. You're going to need both. Yeah, it's just something that I thought I would just do special for that time of year. Because some people don't want patriotic crafts. Some people do. And, you know, people suggested to put it all in one box. But then, like, I don't know. Like, I love patriotic crafts, so I'd want a whole box of it. But some people don't want that. Yay, Diane. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Thank you so much, my friend. You are absolutely amazing. I think you're the first person to order the bench. All right. Now I'm going to try to line these, make these even. And let that set up. Okay? So here's this piece. You love patriotic crafts as well. Most people do. I love red, white, and blue together. It just looks so pretty. All right. Last piece, y'all. Last piece. The home. We are almost there. So this one says, welcome to our home. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stain the frame of this one. While we're talking about, you know, crafts and stuff, I need y'all's help. For the live sale this week, what kind of crafts are y'all wanting? Are y'all wanting spring? Are y'all wanting every day? I don't plan on doing any more Easter. Just because Easter is next month. But like, if you want spring, do you want like bugs? Do you want bees? Do you want flowers? Like, what are you looking for in your crafts? It is, Angie. It sure is. I already added it and there's a bunch of different options. It sure is. So if you add a base, like one of the benches, and then one of the inserts, you save a little bit. Like I did like a little bundled price for y'all. Every day to show off all day, okay? So more everyday stuff. Everyday flowers. Okay. Oh my word, y'all. Everyday family. Do y'all want like, it's not necessarily customized, but like stuff that you could put like, oh man, I got glue on my finger. That's funny, Angie. I got glue on my nail. Oh no. That's what I was trying to avoid. Oh well. All right. Then we're going to do this in the green. I was going to do some Mother's Day stuff. I definitely was planning on adding some Mother's Day stuff this week. Now there is a Mother's Day hutch. I don't know if I'll have that this week. Would y'all be interested in a Mother's Day hutch? You're excited to get your stuff, Linda? Linda, I sent you that message yesterday. Hi, Haley, with your tracking information. I don't know if you saw that. Oh my gosh, go in. What the heck is happening? This green is so old, y'all. Does paint go bad? Probably not public, but Faith everyday stuff. No, everyday, like Faith stuff has done fairly well, so I'll probably offer some more of that too. How about a frame or bench with monthly flowers? Now, I would love that idea. I don't design the files, but I can see, I don't think she has like a flower only option, but there is a spring option that does have flowers. Faith, family, or inspirational. Okay, perfect, Linda. All right, let's draw, no, we'll just put that here for right now. Then we're gonna do our words in white. Let me go grab a sponge, makeup sponge. Let me grab a sponge to paint the white, especially with these letters. Happy birthday stuff. There is a birthday insert for this stuff. You want some beach stuff? Okay, okay. All right. Start doing a little bit of summer stuff. Do y'all like I'm a sucker for like strawberries and lemons and stuff like that. Is that something that y'all would be interested in? Like berries, like lemon decor, strawberry decor, watermelon. All right. Go over all of this. Children options. I can do some of the craft kits for kids. There's not like a ton of kit options out there, but I can see what I can find. That's why I like to do those like pop-out kits. I like to do like that little custom name egg that I had a couple weeks back. Like little stuff like that. Absolutely. Okay, you do like the berry stuff. I love like lemon decor and strawberries and watermelon and all of that. But I want to do what y'all like, obviously. So all right, let's dry everything. Pull it all over here. Let's dry. And then we will do another coat of the white. And we are almost done. Okay. We are so stinking close. I'm not usually live this long. If you're new, I usually go live for probably like 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes up to an hour. But I didn't want to rush this, and I knew if I was standing, I feel like I'd want to rush it because I'd be tired of standing. So, all that needs one more coat. And then we'll be ready to glue, and then we'll put it all together. And then I'll show you the website. Some of y'all are like, girl, you've been on here forever. I know. I'm having fun. This is relaxing to me. Like, I feel like I'm partly crafting. I mean, I want to show y'all this new bench, but I feel like I'm crafting for myself when I'm like sitting here and just enjoying and talking with y'all. Because sometimes when I'm in my craft room, I feel like sometimes, not that it's not enjoyable, but like I'm not crafting like solely for myself. Like this is something I absolutely wanted to make. I mean, I want to make all the stuff I make, but like I feel like this is time for me. Like I'm just on here hanging out. I'm not in a rush. We're just hanging out and crafting. Perfect, Deb. I usually clean my house on Saturday, so it was nice to watch. Yay, LD. Well, I'm glad I can provide a little bit of entertainment while you're cleaning. It is a big craft. But I'm going to have to do it again because I messed up the bench. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. You'll see it when I put the pieces in. They're facing the wrong way. All right, do this little piece. And then our M and our E. And we are going to be officially done painting. Yeah. I love going live with y'all. But like, I know people are busy most nights, and I don't know. There's something different. Oh, I forgot to paint this. I lied. There's something just different about sitting down at my kitchen table and crafting rather than being in my craft room, like where I go live. It's just, I don't know, a little bit more therapeutic, I guess. But I think I might start doing this on Saturday mornings, like doing a live with y'all. I'm just hanging out. All right, let me wipe up my hands. We're going to paint the background of this black. This is the last official piece that we're going to be painting. So we are almost done, my friends. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't done so, hit the heart button and comment our keyword, which is bench. You'll get the supply list. It's really just a link to the cutouts. But here in a second, I will show you, I got a bunch of white on there. I will show y'all the website, where to find these. And I got a lot of black on there. Burn bum on Saturday, so I'm enjoying this. Yay. And that's okay. If you're catching the replay, that's totally fine. I appreciate you being on here and just hanging out and watching. And y'all, I have more short videos coming. I posted some on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, go follow me. But I'll post them here too. I'm able to do that now. We all have made excellent decisions about our choices and our crafts. It makes the project, exactly. I would like this, yeah. I think this is something, I don't know if I'll do it every Saturday, but I'll start doing more Saturday morning crafting. Because I do think it's just a little bit more relaxing. I don't know, should I go on earlier? Like I started my live at 11:30. Holy smokes, it's 1 o'clock here. I started my live at 11:30. I'm wondering if I should go on like around 10 or 9. Let's get this dry. And then we will glue it together, and then we're gonna be done. Earlier? Okay. I do, Linda. I do. It might be like every other Saturday I do a live. Earlier, okay. See, okay, so I'm Central Time, right? So I'm thinking maybe like I go on an hour early. Like I go on at 10. And it most likely will be some sort of interchangeable. Just because I like doing these. They're so fun. 11:30 is good with you. Well, Miss Martha, you're in Texas like me, girlfriend. All right. Let's glue this last piece together. So I'm going to glue my frame. Can I get the scallop frame only that you did on the short video? The one with the bunny? Is that the one you're talking about? The one I posted last night? Either way, I'll watch. Perfect, LD. All right, line this up. Hold it together. There's something about that brown and black together that just looks so good. Yeah, it's on my website, Linda, but I can send you an invoice if that's easier. Just send me a message. Oh my gosh. I've got so much dang paint on my hands, it's transferring. Look at that. All right, so then we're gonna do this on top, right there. And welcome to our home. M E. Welcome. Just trying to space it all out. Ah! H-O-M-E. Okay. Alrighty. Let's glue. I knew that was going to happen. All right. A little bit of glue. Y'all, this is the last piece. We are almost there. We will do a giveaway. So make sure you hit that heart button. Comment the word bench. Glue that there. 2. Hi, Colleen. Two. I'm gonna go hour. I've got like something in my hair. I can see it when I bend down or look down. All right, we're gonna do home. The H in home. This is where, ooh, that is not straight. There we go. Oh. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I know it was a doozy. It was a long one. But I'm gonna show y'all. I put it all on my bench. Now I did, like I've been telling y'all, I did mess up the cut file. I cut it wrong, but yours will be cut correctly. All right, let me get all of this out of the way. Let me wipe up my hands. You know, I went through like an entire pack of baby wipes, not really, but close to it. Let me wipe up my hands and then we will put this all together while that's sitting up. Okay, move this out of the way, put that there. I'm gonna move this up here for right now because that's still setting up. So here's our bench, okay? So here's what we have so far, okay? Now here's where I messed up. These inserts are facing out instead of in, so I messed it up a little. Let's put this one here. And I'll flip the camera around so you can see what I mean. But like, obviously we wanted this piece to be facing this way. So here's what we have. Okay, let me get my camera. Let me move this and show y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna take it to a stand over here where it can sit up, and I'll show y'all. Yeah, it's a big one. So turn this around. So that's kind of how it looks. So you see how these two are facing out like this? They're really supposed to be facing in like that. I mess up the file. So when you get yours will look like this. Okay. I just kind of have to lean it against the back right now. Oh, heck. Hold on. But it'll look something like that. So do you see how like I messed up the file where it goes out like that? It's supposed to be in like that. So we'll just use our imaginations for right now. So it'll look like that. What do y'all think? So these pieces will interchange out. My banner is a little bit long. I'll fix that a little bit later. But there it is. What do y'all think? That's really cute. And it's big. So it's like, this one is 14.5 inches wide, 17 inches tall, and then about 6 inches deep. So all you have to do is just buy one base, and then you can get all the different interchangeables for it. So I'm going to show you that on my computer really quickly. Don't judge the mess, because it's messy over here. Oh gosh. I just made a huge mess. Hold on, y'all. Oh gosh. I just ruined that. Hold on. I just spilled a ton of stuff. Sorry, y'all. Let me get my chair cleaned up real quick, and then I'll show y'all. Look what I did. I spilt my water cup, and I got paint on my chair. It's okay. I will clean it up after my live. Okay, let me show you the website. Okay, so when you go to thecreativellama.com, it will take you to this page right here, okay? When you get here, you'll always see the cutout of the week at the top, but scroll down to the bottom, and I have all of these colored squares, kind of how I I organize everything. It's okay, I'll clean it up here in a second. So like I have club, I have chalk cutouts, door hangers, tier tray sets, word blocks, seasonal cutouts. And then down here is where I have all the interchangeable options. So like the truck and breadboard, the beaded frames, the basket, and the bench. So you want to go to the bench, and when you click on it, here are the 4 options. So these are the 4 base options. So this one is the park bench. This is the one I did today. This is the barn bench that has that chicken wire. It's okay. I'll clean up in a second. The chicken wire, then this is just a plain bench, and then this is the garden fence bench, okay? So there are your 4 base options. Those are the only options I have right now. But when you scroll down a little bit, here are all the inserts that I have so far that do fit each of these, okay? So let's say you got the home, right? This home, the sunflower one, is going to fit all 4 of these. No matter which base you get, these are going to fit. So we have like a happy birthday one. We have a sunflower one. We have an Easter one in case y'all wanted some Easter. We've got a lavender one. We've got rain boots. We got some flowers. We got a bee. We got the home, the lemon, the strawberry one. This is the strawberry one that I was telling you that I wanted to do. And then there's the one that we did today. So these are the options that I have, the inserts that I have right now. I'm working on adding more, but if you want to save, if you want to bundle it, what you do is you pick a base, right? So let's just say I wanted the fence, this one right here. So I'm going to add that to my cart. Click on add to cart. Okay. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick one of my inserts. So let's say I want the insert that we did today. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go to my shopping bag. And then right down here, it's gonna discount your insert. So it took off $2 of the insert, so you get both for $40. Now you can change it up. You can get any insert that you wanted. So let's say you didn't want that insert, right? So we go back, go down to the bottom, go to the interchangeable bench, and I wanted the sunflower one, right? I add that to my cart. And then it took it off, okay? In order to save, you have to add a base and an insert, okay? And that'll take off. Now, you can add additional inserts, but you only get the discount on your first insert. Does that make sense? I'll clean up here in a second. It's not a big deal. Yeah, let me add the link to, when you comment the word bench and you check your messenger, the link that's in there, The first link in the message, if you click on the link, it'll take you to that section of my website that has all of the bench bases and the inserts that I have so far. Okay, so I just dropped it in the comments, but you need to add a bench base and an insert in order to save the 40. Now, tomorrow in my live sale, I'm gonna have the bench and the home insert bundled together. I won't have all the options available in the live sale for you. That's what I'm gonna have available, but if you want to purchase that and save, then that's what I would do. Okay. Are there any questions about the website? I know a lot of people have missed like the bottom part of my website where I've organized everything, but honestly, y'all, if you go to my website, thecreativellama.com, and scroll down, everything is organized in there for you. Linda, I'm so glad you brought that up. Yes, if you've received an order from me and it had an insert card with a coupon code, you can also use that on this order as well. So if you have one of those codes, you can apply it to this order on top of the, oh gosh, on top of the already discounted insert. Does that make sense? So like it's already discounted, then you can go in and add your code at checkout, which I'll show y'all how to do that because a lot of people seem to miss it. So when you go to checkout, let me turn my camera around. Your screen is going to look something like this, okay? Right here, where it says discount code, you're going to enter that in. And y'all, all of my discount codes are in all caps. Where's my, so let's just say, this is not a code, but let's just say pot, right? It needs to be in all caps. Oh my gosh, it would be helpful if I could type, if I do pot on all caps and apply, it'll tell you, it'll add the discount onto here, right? I don't have I'm not going to give an active code right now, but if you've received one in one of your orders, you can also apply it to your bench order. But you can't apply those codes to live sales if you're a Perks member. It's a whole thing. Hi, Stephanie. So let me show y'all one more time and then I'm going to clean up my mess. But here's what we did today. We did this interchangeable bench set. Super fun, super cute. And like I said, I will fix the slots on those so it's not inverse for y'all. Okay. That's it though. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let's pick a winner really quickly and then I gotta go clean up my mess. So let's do the word mess, M-E-S-S. And the fourth person on my end to comment the word mess will be today's winner. So, are all the benches the same? Yes, they're relatively the same size, Angie. They can range from, oh my gosh, they can range from about an inch. They're anywhere from 14 to 16 inches wide. But the height is all the same and the depth is all the same. All right. Let's see. Elizabeth was number 1, Angie was 2, Linda was 3, Tammy Cabrel, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name, Tammy K, you were number 4, so you're going to be a winner, and I'm going to go 4 more names. Marcy was 1, Valerie was 2, Kathy was 3, and Monica Dawson, you were the second, 4th one. So Monica and Tammy, if you will do me a favor and send a message to the page and let me know that you won, and I will send you a form to fill out. But y'all go grab this interchangeable bench set. It's so fun. Lots of different options. I'm planning on adding more inserts as I can. I just added kind of what was, seasonal right now. But there are a ton more. There's Christmas ones, fall ones, Halloween ones, all sorts of stuff. So this is something that we'll continue to offer. The bench set and the home set I will have in my live sale on tomorrow. But if you want the option to pick your interchangeable, the insert, then you need to purchase it on the website. Okay. And you can use an additional code if you've received one in an order. All right, y'all. Have a happy Saturday. I will see y'all tomorrow for Live Sale Sunday. I am so excited. Make sure that you're in the broadcast channel. That way you know when I start the live sale, and I will see all of y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.